Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Listen up, saints. I want to come to you before this very hour, and I want you to hear me loudly and to hear me clearly. I want you, I really want to admonish us to learn how to walk by faith and not by sight. I want you to hear me loudly and to hear me clearly. God always moves supernaturally. God never moves in a natural perspective. He only operates from a heavenly perspective that influences the natural perspective. What am I talking about? Remember when the young boy presented Jesus with the loaf of bread and the two-piece fish? And he admonished Peter. He said, break them up into groups. And he went and took them and he broke them up into groups. And he went and set everybody else into groups. And there were large groups coming because they were hearing about this Jesus. They wanted to know what this Jesus had to offer. And let me tell you something. What God has to offer, he has to offer the windows of heaven from a heavenly perspective. Hear me. He has the windows of heaven ready to invade and reign in your life like never before. Hear me loudly and hear me clearly. If you go back to that account, you will understand and you will see that there was a disposition. There was a dilemma. There was a dilemma, and it was an opportunity for God to prove himself mightily. The situation was tough. It was hard. There were groups of people. There was armies of people who needed to eat. They needed to eat from a physical realm, and they needed to eat from a spiritual realm. And God was setting the bar. He was setting the stage. He was setting the platform. And I want whoever it is that's watching this video, I want you to hear me loudly. I want you to hear me clearly. God, he has nothing but the windows of heaven to offer. He has nothing but the windows of heaven to invade. And in this moment and in this season and in this time in your life, God is not going to operate from a natural realm. He never does. He never has. He always operates from a supernatural realm, which comes from the open heaven that we are under. Glory be to God. And so I beseech you, therefore, brethren, I want you to hear me loudly and hear me clearly. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the victories that are bound to come and bound to make itself manifest in your life, they're not going to come from familiarity, because nothing that God does operates from a familiarity perspective. Everything that God does comes from a heavenly perspective. It comes from a supernatural realm. It comes from manna from heaven. Y'all not hearing me tonight. Y'all not hearing me. Everything that God does, it comes from a heavenly perspective. It comes from a heavenly realm. It comes from the realm of the supernatural. God takes what's in the natural and he puts his super on it. He makes it above and beyond. He made the miracle with the fish and with the loaf of bread. He made it above and beyond. So much so that there were scraps, and there was more scraps than the amount of people that he fed. And I'm hearing God say, it may seem hard, and it may seem tough, and it may seem like you're going through a trial and a tribulation and a situation, but he is more than able and capable. And even if it means that he has to use scraps to bless, he will do whatever he has to do to make himself made known in the realm of your life, in the realm of your finances, in the realm of your deliverance, in the realm of your restoration, in the realm of your reconciliation, in the realm of your marriage, in the realm of whatever that's going on in your life that is contrary to that of heaven. And I'm here to tell you, if you keep fighting the good fight of faith, if you keep continuing to walk by faith and not by sight, do not be moved, do not be dismayed, for God is with you. He will never leave thee, for he will never forsake thee. He is not a man that shall lie, neither the son of man that he shall repent. Has he not said it? Shall he not do it? Exceedingly above and beyond, in which the capacity and the comparison to what the natural man perspective. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I want to tell you, be of good courage and be of good cheer. And may the hand of God shine in your life like never before. May all that you continue to do in this fight of faith, may all that you do, may God get the glory, may he get the praise, and may he get the adoration. It's in his name that I decree and declare this message. It's in Jesus Christ's name that I say amen and amen.